Hello everyone and welcome back to Mama Mumble's Discount Den of Disappointment in Fallout 76. That's right, it's time for another Scrip video. Let's burn through 1,000 Scrip on 10 3-star weapons and see what the Purveyor has for us today. Remember, if you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe. These are going to be a regular thing on the channel along with lots of other Fallout 76 content. So let's go ahead and see what kind of fun we can have with RNG this time. So our first roll of the day will be, come on, give me something good. Oh. Okay, well, Berserker's Assault Rifle with VATS hit chance and 15% faster reload. So the Berserker's effect, what that does is it gives you up to a 50% damage boost the lower your damage resistance. So basically, if you're at 0 damage resistance, you're going to do 50% more damage, which is good. Unfortunately, that means you either can't wear any armor and can't take any perks that boost damage resistance, or you have to walk around with broken armor, which can be kind of annoying. And the drawback to it that it doesn't really tell you here is if you have more than a little bit of damage resistance, you're actually going to do up to 50% less damage with the weapon. So it makes Berserkers a not particularly desirable effect. With that said, for somebody who wants to go for that build, maybe somebody who just doesn't want to hassle with armor, it could be good. VATS hit chance is nice, so for the right person, it's fine. Here we have an Exterminator's Radium Rifle with 10% damage resistance while aiming and 15% faster reload. So we've seen these effects before, we've talked about them before. Exterminators, Mutant Slayers, Ghoul Slayers, 30% more damage to a specific type of enemy. If you're really into a weapon or you don't have a legendary version of the weapon of your choice, then it's certainly better than nothing, but it's just a very limited effect. 10% damage while aiming, well, it's not nothing, but it's not great, especially on a radium rifle. And that's the other drawback here is this is a radium rifle, which sadly is a really cool weapon, but for some reason to get mods for it, you have to scrap thousands of these things to get the mods that most players want, and most people just aren't going to go through that hassle, so it does make it a pretty undesirable weapon, and definitely one destined for the Scrip bin. A Zealot's Cryolator with damage resistance while reloading and 10% damage while aiming. So, Cryolators are kind of a niche weapon. This is not an amazing one. To me, the best effect you can get on a Cryolator is 90% reduced weight, so that it's easier to take with you and just kind of keep around for those special boss fights when you need it. Quad is also very good on these because they don't do a lot of damage to begin with. That's not really what Cryolators are for. Cryolators are there to slow down and freeze enemies, so this one, niche weapon, if you want to have one, fine, but not an amazing roll, not in love with it. And next up, we've got a Nocturnal Grenade Launcher with VATS hit chance and reduced weight. Well, the best thing about this weapon is that it's worth 40 Scrip and it doesn't really weigh anything. Nocturnal, we've talked about it before, not a very useful effect. It's kind of like Berserkers in that during the day, it actually does less damage. And it's even worse than Berserkers because it does more damage at night, but it gradually increases as the night progresses. So it's a very limited window where you're getting a big bonus out of this thing. So Nocturnal is just not good on anything, unfortunately. 33% VATS hit chance is nice on a lot of weapons, but not really on a grenade launcher. 90% reduced weight is the best part of this one. Wow, okay, well, the Discount Den of Disappointment is ringing true today. We've got a Stalker's Assaultron head with bashing damage and faster movement speed while aiming. This is like the trifecta of trash right here. You know, you guys have seen my stuff at this point. I try to find the positive in everything, but Stalkers, not a great effect. VATS is too buggy, it's too unreliable. So it just doesn't really work the way it's intended. Bashing damage is just not good on anything. Bashing damage is very weak in this game on every weapon, unless it's like a shredding minigun or something. It's just pointless. And faster movement speed while aiming, I guess that's a nice thing to have, but beyond all that, it's an Assaultron head, and Assaultron heads are just not good. So unfortunately, there's some more Scrip. Okay, there we go. We got something good out of the day. Junkies hunting rifle with VATS hit chance and 15% faster reload. This is a good roll on a hunting rifle. So if you are a Junkies rifle build, hunting rifle is not as good as a lever action rifle, but it's still pretty good. At least you can have some armor piercing mods on it that help. VATS hit chance is awesome if you're going to be a VATS rifleman. That definitely helps you. And faster reload is really helpful on a hunting rifle where you've got frequent reloads that aren't super fast. So that's kind of perfect. Perfect roll for that. Very good. Keep it up, Mumbles. What do you got for me next? All right, we've got another winner. Okay, Vampire's Tesla rifle with faster fire rate and less VATS AP cost. Well, on a Tesla rifle, VATS perks are kind of pointless, because the whole point of a Tesla rifle is that you can just sort of aim it at the ground and chain fire through everything, so you can't really miss, but that's okay because the first two effects are really good. Vampires is awesome. This is the kind of weapon that you're going to want to break out at big mob type events like Radiation Rumble or Encrypted, where you've just got dozens of enemies running around and you want to tag them all for XP. So you can do that, and it'll keep your health up, which is great. And the faster fire rate really, really helps. What would be nice here would be faster reload or damage resistance while reloading, because the reload on a Tesla rifle is a little on the slow side, and you have to do it fairly frequently, but overall, solid roll, very pleased with that. Zealot's Gauss rifle with extra VATS critical damage, and VATS critical meter fills 15% faster. So with a roll like this, the Zealot's effect is not particularly useful. We know that. It's kind of a very situational thing, but if you are a VATS rifleman build and you don't have a good legendary weapon, then extra VATS critical damage and a VATS critical meter that fills faster, those are actually both really good effects to have together. So this isn't as bad a roll as you might think. So okay, not great. Troubleshooter's laser pistol with faster fire rate and faster reload. Not amazing. Another situational effect. Energy weapons in this game, at least the pistols and rifles, are underpowered. Fire rate is good. Faster reload is always nice, but unless you're just really into laser pistols and laser rifles, this is probably not one anybody's going to go crazy for. And our last one, okay. Bloodied crossbow with limb damage and 50 damage resistance while aiming. Okay, that's not bad. It's not amazing. Crossbows are not fabulous weapons, but they're not bad. Limb damage, it's okay. This isn't really the kind of weapon you want limb damage on. With something like this, ideally you want to be taking enemies down in one shot. So I'm not too worried about damaging their limbs and crippling them. I'd rather just kill them in one headshot. But, you know, it could be a whole lot worse. So all in all, there goes our 1,000 Scrip. Not the most amazing trip to the Purveyor, but, you know, not the worst. At least we got a couple of good things. We'll go ahead and dump some of this garbage that we got in the Scrip bin, and I'll stick some of the good stuff in my vending machines for cheap, so keep an eye out for all that. You never know what comes and goes. Other than that, we're done for today at the Purveyor. As always, if you enjoyed this, if you found it useful, please go ahead, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot and it shows me the kind of things people like. And until next time, I'm Fisty McRib.